So, guys, now getting to the other basketball team playing in the Olympics for the United States is the women, and they handled business today as well as Team USA women beat Japan 102-76. Japan, they kind of hung tough with them a little bit towards the beginning, but Team USA ultimately pulled away. And I'm not staring at the box score right now, but from what I could recall from this morning, everyone played in this game. So no Tyrese Halliburton, no Jason Tatum scenario. But it's also because just like the men, the women won by 26 points. So the game kind of dictated for that to be the case. Anyways, Kevin, I'm gonna toss it to you first on this one. Just what did you think about how the Team USA women handled business in their first Olympic game?
I actually did not know they started playing today. I thought they started playing tomorrow, so I missed it. But I checked the box score, and I think this is 65 consecutive wins, Shaun.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
That's
I don't know the exact number, but it's crazy.
I saw them when they posted. I think it might be 65. Don't quote me on that though. But
it sounds about right.
For them to just go out there and just assert dominance. The one thing I did want to mention is that the attendance was at the lowest it's ever been. And people on Twitter and casuals like me are saying, well, this is why you bring Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You know, they don't got to play. There was some Jason Tatum jerseys in the stands. It's all about marketing. You got to put asses in the seats. And Caitlin Clark would have done that. So, you know, tips off to the team. Everyone, that was kind of the rumor going around, and it was just all about marketing thing and how they could have done this and could have done that. But with all the noise, USA comes down and handles business. A'ja Wilson is doing her thing on her way to an MVP. I don't know if there's ever been a unanimous MVP. That's a Shaun question, but I think that's the route she's headed now.
Yeah, I could definitely see that as well.
Has there ever been one before?
I don't think so. Not one that I can at least recall off the top of my head. Jaevon, what did you think about this? Because Kevin mentioned Caitlin Clark, and I don't know if you guys saw this at all on social media from Kareth Burke, who works for NBC, and she's out there covering the game. She was working the sideline of today's game. Apparently, there was a Japan fan in the stands with a very small but big enough that the players could look into the stands and read his sign. But there was a Japan fan in the stands today that had a sign that said, "You guys can only beat us if Caitlin was here," or something of that matter. It was like, "You guys need Caitlin to beat us." Well, there was a video that Kareth took where you could literally see the players' reaction in real time. You see Brianna Stewart, A'ja Wilson, Brittany Griner, all looking over and like, oh, really? We really need Caitlin Clark to beat you? Let's find out. They fuck around. They found out. Jaevon, the Team USA women, and what I'll say about this game is that, obviously the two best players in the league being A'ja Wilson and Brianna Stewart, they tore it up for Team USA, as they should. And it's scary because what the women have with those two players is basically like if Team USA had Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic in the same starting lineup. And so just what did you think about how Team USA opened up the Olympics with a win today?
Well, I didn't actually get a chance to watch this game, but I saw that A'ja Wilson was kind of dominating, which I kind of expect her to do. I think as far as Team USA for the women for basketball, I expect domination. As Kevin already mentioned, that it was 60-something wins in a row for Team USA for the women's basketball side. But I think it's just kind of coming down to who's going to come within 20 points. I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be they're going to be favored by 20 points in almost every single game. I don't really see it getting close in any of their group stage games. So, we'll see a lot of A'ja Wilson. I feel like it's going to dominate for Team USA. Brianna Stewart as well. I think it should probably dominate for Team USA. You got the woad on there, my woad, and that's Diana Taurasi. But she's kind of there to just, hey, I'm here if you need me. I'm the OG of the team pretty much, and I think she's gonna, just let all the girls and Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and just let those girls go out there and dominate. But she's there in the background, like, hey, if you need me, I'm here. But yeah, I think we'll see a lot more of these final scores. They're going to look a lot similar. These 102 to 76s, 120 to 65. It's gonna get ugly in a couple of these games, but I think Team USA should cruise to a gold medal.
Yep, and it would be their 7th straight gold medal, dating back to 1996 when they started this streak. And having basically the Twin Towers with Stewart and Wilson is going to be tough to stop in general. But I will say, unlike the men, because the men, I would say you could probably fill up one hand with teams that you might actually be concerned about Team USA playing. I mean, Serbia for me was one of them, but they've absolutely been handling them. Nikola Jokic can't do it all by himself. He needs a little bit from Nikola Jovic, from Bogdan Bogdanovic. Hasn't been getting that as much as they have wanted. Canada on the men's side definitely concerns me. The nucleus that they have, they basically have an entire team of NBA players. I think there's only one guy on Team Canada who has not had NBA experience, and they got past Greece in the first game. Greece is very similar to Serbia, where it's kind of Giannis. There's Papa Giannis, former Sacramento King, shout out. But it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, basically, and everybody else, and that's the case for Serbia. But my overall point is, I'm getting too far in the weeds, rambling right now. But the point is just that with the men, they could easily be, maybe not easily, but they could definitely be defeated. I don't think it's possible for the women, because when I look at the other teams for the women, like I thought coming into these Olympics that Team Australia would be someone that could at least compete with them. But then Australia lost to Nigeria by double digits yesterday, and Nigeria got its first Olympic win ever in women's basketball. So that's not very encouraging for Australia. Germany is one of the few teams that I'm kind of worried about. They have the Sabali sisters who both play in the WNBA. They have it's like Leonie Fidic, who plays for the New York Liberty. She's on Team Germany as well. So Germany has a couple WNBA players that they could be concerned with. Canada has a couple WNBA players as well, Kia Nurse, Aaliyah Edwards. France as well with Maureen Johannes, a couple others. So the point is that even the teams that seem like they'll be the most competitive for the women, they likely, like, they would have to be basically playing like their best game that day to even have a shot at beating Team USA. And Team USA would have to be off their game, which I think it's unanimous here that none of us think that'll happen. And Team USA women should cruise to another gold as